Morning, Safi. Sleep well? Good. Morning, folks. You join me on a Saturday morning. It's about 7:45, I think, at the moment. And look at the state of me. I'm meeting the new boss at work on Tuesday. I look like I've slept in a shop doorway. So I think I need to do a bit of grooming this weekend. That's one job I need to get sorted out. Next on the list, I've got a 10k run to do today. Got a call at the post office at the end of the run to get some coins for bus fare for my daughter to get to school for the next few weeks. Yes, Saf, just a minute. Your breakfast in there if you want it. Oh, speaking of jobs for the weekend, the door handle's gone wonky. Don't seem to want to stay up. So, may have to break out the DIY skills. Wish me luck. Join me next week when the door's hanging off the hinges with half the glass missing. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the handle off. I'm googling man who fixes doors. But then some more exciting news for the weekend. Tomorrow I'm actually, having spoken about this on the channel quite a few times before, going to run with somebody else. A chap called Steve, I believe he's in the local running club, North Derbyshire. And he organises at least one race annually called the Higham Hill Race. He's invited me to go out and do his pre-race recce, so I'll be meeting up with him tomorrow, running to the start of his race, doing the Higham Hill Race route, just to make sure everything's looking good for the race, and jogging back to where we started. So first time going on a run with someone else, so exciting times, everybody. Also, in that vein, I've got my own park run account and barcode now, so when I want to do my first park run, I can go and do that. Exciting times. And I think that's it with regards to plans for the weekend. 10k today, be about 17 tomorrow, and yeah, that should be the end of this week's training. Right, need to decide whether to go the road route or up through the muddy lane and the muddy field to get to the Byfits trail. Just check the state of the river. I'm fairly sure it's going to be quite muddy. I can hear a wood pigeon. Oh, not too deep today. Might be alright. I think I prefer to go the field way anyway. And that's the way we're heading, so let's go. Managed to remember my bank card and a bag to carry the money home in. So I should be all set to go to the post office and get the bus fare for my daughter once I finish this. And hopefully I've timed my run so I get there just after the post office is opened at 9 o'clock. But we'll see how that goes. I think it's actually a bit warm for wearing a jacket today. Things are starting to warm up. We're into double figures in Celsius, maybe 11 or 12 this morning. Now Alexa told me there was a 51% chance of rain, so I brought the jacket. I'm starting to melt already. So I'm still in the speed phase of the training plan. Things have been going well up to now. I had a good speed session earlier this week, bombing along by the side of the main road. It's gently downhill on the way back. Just feel like you're floating down, which is always good. Although this weekend I'm actually messing with the plan, being a rebel. I'm due to do 16k today, 10 tomorrow, but because I'm doing the recce with Steve tomorrow, I'll swap them round, doing about 10 today. Might only be 9 by the time I get to the post office, and then roughly 17 tomorrow. That's just based on an estimate, so I'm not too far off the plan. Just swapped a couple of things around, so should be all good. And as if tomorrow's run with Steve wasn't enough, towards the end of February I've arranged to go on a run with somebody different. A chap called Mornay, whose daughter is in my daughter's class at school. Talked to him in the playground at the end of the school day. Turns out he's into his ultra running, and he's planning to do a 100-miler one day, some distance down the line. He's training for a slightly shorter race at the moment, and we're going to head over to the Peak District and do a run over there. So there we go, never ran with anybody, and all of a sudden 2 within the space of a month. So this must be my year for running with people. I'm sure I'll make use of that park run barcode at some point as well. And I've also been looking into the North Derbyshire Running Club, which I think Steve may be able to talk to me about when I see him tomorrow, with him being a member. Still on the topic of getting out with other people. You may have heard of the Ramblers. I don't know if it's the Ramblers Association, but they're a walking association, and it was them who put the Chesterfield round walk route together, put all the little signposts on there and planned it out, and that's what the Spire Ultra that I ran last year is based on. They also did the South Chesterfield Way, which I ran a couple of weeks ago, and they helped to keep the paths open, make use of them by organising well over 300 walks a year for groups to go on, in the case of my local Chesterfield group. And my wife and I have arranged to go on a kind of tester walk with them next weekend, so we can try out this 9-mile walk guided and with a group next week. We get to meet some new people and explore an area we've not walked around before, so that could be fun. And we may end up joining the Ramblers and making that a regular thing. Just about made it to the post office. Done just over 9k at this point, so I'll just pop in and get what I need for my daughter's bus fare. Decide whether I want to jog home carrying 200 coins from that point, or if I'll just walk. There we go then, 10k done. Got my bag of pound coins and 20p's to get my daughter to school and back on the bus for the next 50 days of term. So I'll be back there in a couple of months. And that's it, job done. Looking forward to my run with Steve tomorrow. That should be another 17k approximately, and that'll be this week of training done. So thanks for following along, guys. If you do want to subscribe to my channel, it is free. Just press the button and watch the subscriber count go up by 1. Thanks again, I'll see you soon.